Hey, yo, what's up? This is Gabrielle Cote, aka the Sphinx Zeus Wolf. Hey everyone, this is October 15th, I believe. Yes, October 15th, 2021, part 1. This is the Sphinx Zeus Wolf back with a brand new video. Woo! So, right now I'm gonna make myself a smoothie. I just had a mental breakdown, just a small one. I have so many repressed feelings on the inside. I want to stop working, stop cooking, just relax, enjoy my time. I need to keep going and keep going. I've been through such a rough patch of my life, going from meds, 150 milligrams, to detoxing and working out and survival and try to stay alive because I'm having heart failure. I think I could die anytime, and try to keep going, pumping your heart, work your cardio, work your body, and try to stay sane and don't get caught by your parents that think you're crazy already, or the hospital. Try to stay sane, prove that you're okay by showing that you cooked yourself some food. But sometimes I just have so many repressed feelings because I can't allow myself to just be okay. I need to keep going. I don't have the I can't retire right now. I don't have the money to retire. Whatever. I don't have a beautiful word, and I can't just relax right now, and this sucks because I forget word. The medication they give you might make you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Might give me a stronger immune system. But at the same time, look at me now. I'm forgetting words from time to time. It's like they're invading my psyche. I'm getting attacked psychically. And I sometimes forget some words, forget what I'm saying. And that is not a good sign. But I'm going to keep pushing through. And I expect myself to know exactly what I'm saying all the time. To know every word in my brain. Have a big range of vocabulary. To be super smart, or to sound smart. Sounding smart, looking smart versus IQ, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it has to do a lot with how you eat, how you breathe, so many things. And I think I could work my brains out and I could sound smart, at least. Whether I'm smart or not, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in IQ stuff, to be honest. We're all smart. Maybe we're all different. But I believe that I could work my brains out to have a better brain, better talk, better numbers, mathematics, and vocabulary. And someone in my psyche wants me to say better understanding and stuff like that really irritates me. A better blockage, better division between me and the psychic world. I am very lonely all the time. Call me the lone wolf, call me the lone sphinx. I've been alone yesterday, today, for so many days. The last time I saw someone was the other day when I went hiking with my mom at Luskville. I'm not sure how many days it's been, but yeah, it's been a while. I am very lonely. I got nobody. I'm all on my own. Those lonely people, yeah, they tend to go schizophrenic and crazy. Well, I am a lonely person, but I am trying to survive. And I do want to have a nice community, some nice friends. I do have friends from primary school and friends from high school. I got a couple friends tattooed on my skin. Their birthdays. And I don't want to be a lone wolf. Like I said, I do want some people around. I am very lonely at the moment. Maybe it's the best for me. Maybe it's good for me. I'll be lonely right now. Remold who I am. Try to feel the best possible for myself. And yeah, when I'm gonna feel better on my own and relaxed, and I did all of that, then I'm gonna be good for life, probably, to be honest. And I'm gonna feel okay with re-inviting or remaking friends and everything, because it's a feeling. And at the moment, I don't have a big house. I cannot sustain my life. I'm gonna need to work. I don't want to be a McDonald's worker at some point, so I'd rather do it now, the hard work, and try to get away with it, with having a house and a life and food and my friends and family, and trying to be happy. It's like working hard to be happy. I want to be happy at some point. Well, I'm gonna do it now, and afterwards maybe I could be happy. I just want to be happy. So yeah, right now I'm doing myself a smoothie, and I'm gonna go chill out outside. I got a mini disorder, what did I say? Disorder, fucked up panic attacks, some fucked up shit in my brain, wanting to express my feelings, because my fridge doesn't close properly, and my fruit was already getting warm. Like when I close it, it opens again. And I tried to fix it, but it doesn't fix. And that annoys me a lot. I want it to fix itself. So I'm like, I don't have the money for a new fridge. I don't want to fix it. When I wake up, my hands hurt. Everything is so hurt. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything with my hands. Maybe I could get some attention for hands. If my mom or my dad just brought me to a physiotherapist, I got a problem with my hips and my hands and my elbows, arthritis. If they tried to help me for my physical stuff, it would mean so much. I think I could handle it with the knowledge I have. Try to relax, don't push it too hard, feel it through, make yourself some food. I'm vegan, try to keep going, try to prove to everyone watching that you're getting better and better and you're doing great. Try to stay honest and do your best. When you're honest, then it feels good on the inside too. That's why I'm honest. I say I'm honest, or I try to be honest the best possible. Sometimes it's more like those feelings that are repressed, like sexuality, ethnicity, money, and stuff like that. There's a lot of twisted feelings. Sometimes it's not the most pure subjects ever. Blah, 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 sexism. But I'm going to try to be the most honest possible, whether I'm okay or not on the inside, about my mental health, my emotional health, my overall health, because I think I'm doing great, and I would love, like, to get better. My hands hurt. I don't want to do anything with my hands. It hurts. But I guess I'm going to be lucky at the end for having a stronger immune system. Yeah. So I'm going to blend my smoothie right now. I added some pineapple, mango, strawberry, blueberry, some chia, and some matcha. Chia, matcha. This is a small container from my grandma Therese. Alright, so let's blend the blender. Like one time. A mental breakdown, that's the word for my fridge. Is not closing, everything is melting. I can't afford a new fridge. I need a fridge to live. I need to call my parents probably so they help me with the fridge. Blah blah blah. I don't like calling my dad. He sounds like a pedophile or something. He sounds like he wants to sleep with me, like a bad sexual person. Sorry dad, it's true. He never did anything to me. Maybe he did when I couldn't remember. But yeah, I don't want to call my dad. He's probably a workaholic, working all the time. So I put in my smoothie also some rice, milk, organic. So sorry to throw you under the bus, Dad. I don't want to call you. You creep me out somehow. It's like, could you help me? The other day I called him on, Thanksgiving. Could you help me try to get back my Amazon stuff? Indigo Amazon stuff, and then he sounded creepy. Oh yeah, after I go see my parents, I could stop by your place and try to help you with your Amazon chapter stuff on your computer. He just sounded creepy and sexual or something, and I'm like, no thank you, I don't want to see you. And maybe that's what he wanted, for me to be like, no thank you, I don't want to see you. Maybe he doesn't want to bother with me, I'm such a waste of time. So he's like, I'm gonna sound sexual and creepy just so she rejects me and I'm free the rest of the day. So that's a tip trick for parents. Just sound creepy and sexual and disgusting when your kids call you, so that way they're gonna leave you alone if you don't actually want to be in your kid's family, because you need to work all the time, make money to go like on vacation. Yeah, my dad goes on vacation all the time. Cheers. He's like a workaholic, I guess, and likes to take his girlfriend out. His girlfriend works too, went to school. Anyways, and they like to go on vacation. They have their little Facebook live. My dad likes to be on his cell phone all the time. It's crazy. You'd be surprised how my dad is on his cell phone all the time, all the time, all the time. He was born in 1969. He's on his cell phone constantly all the time. I don't care what they say. What does 1969 have to do with him being on his cell phone? I don't give a shit, because it's true. Like my grandparents too. My grandma Therese is on her iPad all the time. They're watching TV all the time. Both of my side of grandparents. But I'm better than him somehow. I'm not like on my computer all the time. Well, I used to be. But I think it has to do with a healthy balance. I don't think it's good to ruin your real life relationships just to be on the computer and the internet all the time. But maybe it is, because when you're old, well, that's it, that's all. You're old. So might as well just go somewhere it feels better, like on the internet. But it's good to have some plans to not get depressed. We're all different. I was born in 1998. I'm gonna go get some sunglasses. So hey, I woke up at around 12 today. This is October 15th. October 15th, 2021. I woke up around 12 today. I got an appointment on the 17th to go get a tattoo around 12 o'clock. I don't want to bike because have you seen how hurtful my legs are? I could probably do it. And sometimes it's hard to breathe and my legs are so hurt, my calves. Like OMG. So maybe I'm going to call a taxi. Maybe I'm going to bike because I don't want to hurt myself. I think I could just pass out and die because I did it too much. I worked too hard and my body is traumatized. You know, my body is having a panic attack from too much stress, working too hard. So maybe I shouldn't work out. Maybe I should ease off nicely. Nothing traumatic. Beautiful face. Beautiful day. Yeah, I like art. I try to make myself look good with some variety of clothes. Artistic clothes. I think clothes is more about quality, artistic, not just a brand, I guess. Whatever. If you like brands, like Gucci, it's fine. Whatever. Cheers to a better future, a better life. So this is Sphinx Juice Wolf. That tastes amazing. That tastes amazing. October 15th, 2021. I was thinking of this. Maybe I can make a video each day for the rest of my life. 2021, 2022, a video each day. Just to see my evolution. Yeah, and how I'm going great. I'm doing better each day. And as evidence that I did something with my time, you can get to me. Look, today on October 15th, I made myself a smoothie this morning, and it's evidence that I did something with my day. Because I am a very lonely person, and I believe they could say whatever they want of me at some point. So this might be good for proof and evidence that I'm okay, I'm doing my best. I'm not even sure what I could do to go even better. Maybe I should throw a lawsuit at someone. Who should I throw a lawsuit at? My parents? My grandparents? Nah, my parents? The stepfather? The boyfriend of my mom? My parents? My parents for not respecting me. But I'm like, at the same time, some kids are orphans. Some kids don't have any parents. And I'm just lucky to have what I have. And there's nothing to it. That's how it is right now. The state of the planet in 2021. It's not the best place ever right now. It's not paradise on earth yet. So I should just be happy with what I have. Let's see if anyone wants to throw a lawsuit for some reason. Like, who knows, child abuse. But I'm like, most kids get abused, right? Alright. Yeah, my parents not treating me with respect. But there are kids out there that don't even have a house and a home. Okay, so this is October 15th, 2021. This is part 1. I'm going to be making a video on sexuality. And I make a paper. I'm just going to read it. The topic is sexuality. And I'm going to give you all some crunchy bits. My acne, beautiful. Some crunchy bits on how I gained my virginity, how I lost it, or I should say how I gained my sexuality. I heard I don't like anything I just hate the stigma about girls and their first penetration. I want to block my ears and kill myself because I believe at some point it was like the most important thing ever. How did you lose your virginity, and with who and how? And that was the most important thing of your being, of your whole like existing, your whole entire existence. The most important thing ever you as a girl is your virginity and how no one touched you. I'm like, oh my god, I want to kill myself. This is so bad. I'm like, not too long ago, girls were just getting married, and they're still getting married, and they were forced to have kids. Oh my god, it's so bad. So the image is so bad. Ah. I want to try to make myself look good. It's like I felt that one time a couple nights ago. I was sleeping, and then it's like my body was just shutting down. My body's shutting down because too much stress. I can't actually have a good night of sleep. Sometimes I have a good night of sleep where I feel more connected to my body, but I need to keep going. I want to keep going at least, so that's why I'm doing this. But I think my body could just shut down anytime. Yeah, I'm having some weird physical sensations. Yeah, genitalia, weird sensations, but you know, it's all my stuff. It has to do with spirits and yeah, ghosts and energies and psyche. But I'm all gonna deal with it. It's a matter of time. I have gone through a traumatic experience detoxing from my medication. My medication screwed up all the chemistry in all of my body, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I think I could have a super strong immune system after I go through this rough patch of, I guess, needing to prove to everyone how I'm getting better and better or not, or just letting myself get better and better as time goes by. So maybe I should make a part 2 for sexuality. Okay, let's just do it now. So, sexuality. How I gained my virginity, how I gained my sexuality, how I lost my virginity. Personally, Gabrielle Cote, I masturbated. Believe it or not, if you say it doesn't count. Losing your virginity has to do with the first person you slept with, which irritates me so much. That's why I wanted to screw it up. You know, I wanted to screw it up so it doesn't mean anything. But it means so much to so many people. So, I masturbated personally. So, I tried different objects. This is cringy. I was born in 1998. I hope no one has to go through what I've been through. I tried different objects around the house, like a tampon, for example. I got my period myself when I was 11 years old. A tampon? You lost your virginity, right? I remember not even knowing how to use a tampon. I was at camp, or like that time my mom tried to explain to me how to use a tampon. I thought it was just about plugging your vagina with the plastic around it, and then you just leave. No, you have to push it up and take the plastic out. So I would leave the plastic and the tampon in my vagina and go to the beach. I did not know how to use a tampon. It's so complicated. So that is cringy. And yeah, I'm gonna make a video on periods and tampons and pads, because to be honest, I don't believe in tampons because you can die from a tampon. So a tampon could poison you from the inside and you could die from it. That's what it says on the box. Caution, don't leave the tampon in for too long because you could die from it. Same thing with a pad. A pad is full of chemicals. They use a chemical to bleach it so it's white. A pad is full of chemicals. I don't think it's good to have a pad on your body. Same thing with diapers. So I believe in pads that you wash physically, and that's what I have. I'm gonna make a video on it. And diapers for kids that you wash physically, probably. Kudos to all the parents out there. I bet it's so rough, and if you have the time to wash your kids' diapers, kudos to you. we should get treated better for having kids. Maybe there's too many people on the planet. We can't even take care of everyone on the planet. So anyway, it's a rough patch. You get what you get. You try to get the best for yourself. Try to be happy. I believe in as long as you're happy and stuff like that. So I tried different objects around the house for losing my virginity, but I don't like that. So gaining my sexuality. So okay, cringy, awkward. So I was like 13 years old. Well, I got my period at 11 perhaps. So a toothbrush, ew, awkward. I saw a video on this girl on YouTube. She did the same. I'm not the only one out there. I look like a pedophile or some shit. It's true, okay? Just the end of a toothbrush. I tried something like that, like the end of a toothbrush. The end of a toothbrush. I wanted to try to penetrate myself using a object. So a banana, and I didn't want the banana to touch me on the inside of my body because I'm like, that's gross. So I tried to cover the banana with a plastic bag from the grocery store, and I tried penetrating myself with that, but it didn't work. I was like maybe 14 years old, 15 years old. It didn't work because my vagina was too small. I also tried a cucumber and stuff like that. Awkward, cringy, it's true. That's why I don't want to talk about it, because it's too awkward and cringy. So, moving on. So the banana and the cucumber was unsuccessful back then. I didn't try again yet. I was 13, 14 years old. I didn't succeed in penetrating myself with a banana or a cucumber. So, as I said earlier, I recommend schools giving people away some gemstone wands. Imagine having a gemstone wand available through school and the program and the system at a young age, like a rose quartz gemstone wand, so you don't have to look crazy trying to penetrate yourself. That was me in my case. I wanted to lose my virginity on my own, and I know how it went because I did it on my own. So a gemstone wand would help so much at a young age, but they don't give it through school. I knew dildos existed, but you need to be 18 years old to have a dildo. So moving on. So what worked around 14, 15, 16, 17 years old is a hairbrush. So I try to find something that will work for me to masturbate. Was it like something I just wanted to do by curiosity, or did I have a need? I don't know, maybe a bit of curiosity at first, maybe a need at the end when, I don't know. I was curious to see if I could lose my virginity on my own, if I could do it on my own, everything myself. So what worked for me as a 14, 15, 16, 17 years old is a hairbrush. Just the end of a hairbrush where you put your hand. I would just masturbate using the end of a hairbrush. Okay. At 18 years old is old enough to buy yourself a dildo. So I was a good girl. I didn't ask anyone older than me to buy me a dildo because, no, I don't know who to ask to buy me a dildo or stuff like that. So that's why I used a hairbrush, and it worked perfectly fine for me. That's how I guess I lost my virginity on my own. I masturbated on my own. At 18 years old, when I was in Egypt, I bought myself my very first dildo, a vibrator. I was biking. That's just a story I wrote. I went biking to Dollarama the very same day I bought the dildo, and I bought myself the batteries the cashier especially told me to use. So it was just a vibrator, a dildo, and she's like, use those batteries, those specific batteries, and I had to bike to Dollarama, buy those specific batteries, and I went back home at the Egypt. I had my first solo genitalia to head orgasm. So I had my first orgasm at 18 years old on my own, masturbating. It was a genitalia all the way to my head. Orgasm, it lasted maybe, 30 seconds, 1 minute. But at the end of my orgasm, I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm done. I'm no longer excited. So it lasted however time it lasted, and then I got tired of myself. Oh, so this is an orgasm. Yeah, I'm tired of myself. Might not be the best ever, but it's true. At least I got to play with myself to get an orgasm and realize, oh, that's all there is to it. That's how it is to have an orgasm. And then I was done. It wasn't even that interested. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm sick and tired of my 30 seconds, 1 minute orgasm. I'm just gonna quit now and stop masturbating. So I had my first solo orgasm at 18 years old in December 2016. When I moved back with my dad after they diagnosed me with a psychosis in 2016-17, and I got 5 tattoos, I had to move back with my dad. CJEP dorms and residence, and then to my dad was a nightmare. It was so harsh. They put me on meds, and I had to go back to living with my dad. I threw away my dildo. I had an orgasm, 5 tattoos. They put me on meds with a psychosis. I was smoking weed. I stopped smoking weed, and I moved back with my dad. It was so harsh, harsh. I threw my dildo away in the trash when I moved back in with my dad in January 2016. I explored having sex with, so I was pretty much abstaining. I had abstinence. I was on meds. I gained weight. I wasn't feeling it. I did not feel good. I was expected to go back to school and get a baccalaureate perhaps, or to get a diploma. What turned out to happen is I got a certificate, and then they stopped giving me meds. I was able to move away in a apartment, blah blah blah. So I explored having sex with a penis human. So I say penis human because there are vagina humans and penis humans. I don't like saying woman and man because I think it's sexist. Because there's man, and then they say mankind or humans. And I'm like, I don't know, I can't handle the woman and man. Call me a trans man, even if I have a vagina. Call me a gender neutral. I don't like woman and man. I don't like those gender stuff. Just wait. Okay, so I'm a gender neutral person. I explored having sex with the opposite genitalia when I was around 20 years old for the first time. Then when I was 21 years old, so I guess I lost my virginity for real with anonymous. I won't even tell anyone because it was irrelevant. It was called exploring irrelevance and just exploring having sex in an irrelevant way, to be honest. It was irrelevant, believe it or not. At 21 years old, I explored even further when I moved in my 1-bedroom apartment. I just wanted to see how it would feel to have a fuck friend. I had a fuck friend, and I went to have one-night stands. So fuck friends, one-night stands right off the bat, because I don't want to end up like my mom. My mom is like 55 years old. Okay, that's a parenthesis, a joke. Not really, just a bad story. I don't want to end up like my mom at like 55 years old with a boyfriend thinking I'm cool, just having a stupid boyfriend that's not okay. That's a bully of a boyfriend. So I'm like, whatever, all that crap about fuck friends and one night stands, I want to get it over with now. So that's how it went. Losing my virginity was fuck friends and one night stands, and I was a prostitute and a slut. And I'm like, I'm happy it's done. So I'm happy it's done to have fuck friends and one night stands right off the bat. And I'm like, if ever there's anyone that wants to invest in me or just hang out around me or have feelings and stuff, then maybe later in life I could have feelings for someone and have a long-term relationship or get married and stuff. You know, if someone accepts how I lived my life, how I went out there and lost my virginity, which I bet a bunch of guys, because I'm a straight person. I like the penis genitalia right now. I'm not lesbian or whatever. I'm a trans gay man. Whatever. So, I'm sure there are a bunch of guys that could just deal with it, or I don't give a shit. It's like, has to do with two people meeting and they just love each other. Just the way it is. Okay, my battery from my computer is low. How low is it? 10%. So I think I could have a loving relationship later in life. I'm happy I got something done and over with. At least I know now what it would mean to have fuck friend. I had one fuck friend, a couple night stands, day stands, night stands. It wasn't just nighttime, but one night stand and one day stand. It was just a sleep with someone for one day and never see each other ever again. And I dealt with all of that at a young age. I'm going to move on, and I'm not interested, but it's there for a reason. I'm happy I got it over with. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I do believe in relationships and being in love and loving partnership and having feelings, but I couldn't afford a feeling. I can't afford a feeling right now at the moment still. I still can't afford a feeling right now. So I can't afford to give a fuck, whatever. LOL. I can't have a feeling right now. I can't afford it. I'm rough and tough for a reason because I need to keep going with my life. So, is that all you wanted to know? I'm not done. So, okay, I'm gonna keep going. It looks nice. Let's get my smoothie. When I swallow, it's like I'm possessed. I'm possessed when I'm swallow. Yeah, they know how to possess people, but I believe in having a stronger immune system further down the line. So the last time I had sex was in November 2019. Who gives a flying fuck? That's my story. So the last time I had sex was in November 2019. I did keep masturbating a bit after, and I think it's perfectly fine to not have sex. You don't have to have sex. You're allowed to masturbate if you want. You're allowed to abstain for the rest of your life. I decided to buy my first gemstone dildo in 2021. Gemstone wand, gemstone dildo in 2021, and some yoni eggs. And I think it's amazing to finally have what I wanted, just a openness about sexuality and the community and having a gemstone wand and yoni eggs. And I'm super happy I finally have access to yoni eggs. I'm happy I know what it is. I just wanted to explore with anything, so yoni eggs came to me. I was having like some weird sensations, but I believe in having a stronger immune system further down the line. It's called getting possessed or having some weird psychic capacities, because the medication and detoxing, and I can make a whole video about it. I don't like anyone that wants to hospitalize me for something. I just want to talk about online and move on with my life and get a house and safety. I don't feel safe right now. I'm looking for safety. So yoni eggs, they reinforce the pelvic muscles. They're fun too. It's fun to have a gemstone. I was really into gemstones at some point. It's fun to have a gemstone inside your vagina and to think of it as protection or love and to have a good feeling inside. They reinforce the pelvic muscles, so for girls out there that got pregnant and had a kid, it's a journey. So yeah, so when you have a kid, it stretches out the vagina like a big like hole, and then maybe it's all black on the inside. When there are feelings, it's like a torturous moment to give birth, when it could possibly be a beautiful light experience, like beautiful white light. It could be a beautiful white rose quartz, beautiful light giving birth, orgasmic. Instead, it's just like black and terrific, like hideous, like no, not hideous. It's like a Halloween movie, a scary movie to give birth. It is like a scary movie to give birth. We're Halloween soon. This is October 15. Kids are probably like, Halloween, I'm excited for Halloween. So I'm so happy yoni eggs exist, and if I were to give birth myself I don't want kids, I'm happy they exist. I'm happy to know yoni eggs exist if ever I was to give birth, example. And just for, in general, masturbation and exploring yoni eggs, like dilating your vagina to trying to push out a yoni egg out of your vagina just using your muscles. When you go to the potty and you potty in the squat and you poo-poo, your yoni egg just comes out of your vagina naturally. My yoni egg just comes out of my vagina just naturally when I take a shit, when I go take a dump in an Asian squat way. I go poo-poo and my yoni egg just comes out of my vagina and everything. And it's great. It's great to know how I feel about my genitalia. And I think it's great to reinforce it. And I think it's possible to just push it out with your muscle even when you're standing out like a cannonball, cannonball. You just like the cannonball out of your vagina. Like a big baby, you could push out the big baby like a gun. Some big guys are like, ejaculation is like a big gun. Ejaculation. I'm like, my big gun is a baby, or my yoni egg. like a big cannonball. Pew! I'm pushing out like a freaking. Oh my god, I'm such a weird person. I'm pushing out some babies like cannonballs. I hope cannonball is the right term, the right word. Like guns. Guys are like guns with their sperm. I don't like sperm. Could we stop sperm? I don't like sperm, and I don't like blood out of my vagina. It's like I got hurt at 11 years old and blood started coming out from my vagina. And I think we could heal this society from all the blood and all the sperm coming out of her genitalia. I don't like sperm. I don't like blood. Anyways, maybe it's a different topic. Lubrification, when your vagina gets lubricated. Sperm, I don't like it, and I don't like blood out of my vagina. I don't know about guys, but my genitalia, I don't like the blood. I think blood is not cool. Guys, I don't know. What do you think about your sperm? Is your orgasm just having sperm out of your penis, or is it something else that goes through your spine? My orgasm was from my clitoris all the way to the up of my head. How about you guys and penis humans? Is your orgasm just ejaculation, or is it all the way to your head too? I don't know yet. Okay, moving on. I bought myself this year, I wanted to say, I'm allowed to masturbate all I want. I love my gemstone wands. I bought myself this year my first gemstone wand and yoni egg. Yoni eggs reinforce the pelvic muscles and they're fun. I wish I had access to gemstone wands back when I was 13 years old through school, but I'm okay. At least I have one now. At least I have it now. So I believe I could have escaped a disease, a tough moment if I had access through school in the system. Some sex toys, I guess, or just gemstone wands is respectful in spirituality community, I guess. Now it's like Catholicism. I grew up in a Catholic school. I was born in Ottawa, Canada. My first primary school was Catholic, French Catholic school. It wasn't about just, I don't know, spirituality. I associate gemstone wands to the spiritual community, gemstones, spiritual community, and gemstone wands to the spiritual community. But they could say spirituality is anything. You could be a spiritual Catholic. You could be a Catholic and enjoy gemstones. You could be a Catholic and enjoy dildos and sex and gemstone wands. Whatever, you know, it's so fluid, everything in all the concepts. I wish I had access at a young age to a comprehension on my genitalia that's more open-minded, but it wasn't there for me. But at least I have it now at 23 years old, because what I did as a kid is what worked was a brush. So yeah, as I said, where I hold my brush, that's what worked for me to explore my vagina with objects. Of course you have your fingers to masturbate, but I wanted to use an object, and what worked was a brush. And no, I'm not like a sexually abusive person. I know how to stop having sex. I'm scared of the hospital, to be honest. Oh, are you like overly sexual? No. What if they think I'm overly sexual? No, I know how to abstain. I'm abstaining right now. Right now, I'm not masturbating. I'm not having sex. Right now is a moment of abstinence for myself, and I don't want kids. But I believe I'm allowed to masturbate when I want, whatever I want. I believe in having rights. I believe I'm doing great. Look at me, smoothie right now and pizza. And I think I'm eating pizza and smoothie. I cooked myself some cookies, some sushis, and I'm doing great, you know? Anyways, so at 13 years old, if they were more open about yoni eggs and gemstone wands, maybe I wouldn't look so creepy right now, because it was already established at a young age through school and the system. So I wish I had access to gemstone wands back when I was 13 years old through school, but I'm okay. At least I have it now. I explored pushing a yoni egg out using my pelvic muscles. I explored my pelvic muscles and my yoni egg and pushing a yoni egg out. I don't believe in tampons and pads because they are hurtful for the chemistry of your vagina. Tampons, you could die from it, so don't leave it in for too long. And pads are probably bad for just the skin, and so are baby diapers. I use myself some pads that you're supposed to wash it by hand. I wash my pads by hand because I think it's the best for my body, my skin, because I believe I'm sensitive, and that's okay. So I think that was it. I'm gonna take a little So this was part 1. My smoothie is amazing. This is October 15th, 2021. I'm gonna gently ease off all this post-traumatic stress from detoxing from my medication. I believe in yoga. I should try to relax each day. It's tough to wake up, but I do it each day. This is good for me to make a video journal to show everyone how I woke up this morning. I believe in talking about the same topics all the time, so I could talk about this topic continuously, just casually all the time, and make just some casual videos, easygoing for the rest of my life. And that could be it for me, and I could have a lot of joy and happiness and have a great life for myself. So yeah, I was looking very like crowded with my coat. Now I'm easy breezy. I think I'm better looking without my coat. Yeah, but the coat was worth trying. Okay, I'm gonna make a part 2. This is part 1. So the part 2, hopefully my computer doesn't crash on me, is just a story time about my 7-day water fast. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. This has been the Sphinx Zeus Wolf, aka also known as Gabrielle Côté. I am a French Canadian from Canada. I am a Canadian from the continent of America. I am a American. I'm also a Earthian, a Earthling. I am a person, a human from the planet of Earth. Thank you all for watching and listening. This has been the October 15th, 2021. October 15th, 2021. Thank you all for watching. Peace out and goodbye. Goodbye.